Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. So I wanted to talk this time a little bit about Money in the Bank. So uh, last night was Friday night, so I watched the go home, as they call it, SmackDown before the event, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about the whole thing going down with Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman, where it seems like Bray's trying to get Braun Strowman to go back to his Wyatt family black sheep days, and Braun doesn't seem to be having any of it. But I came up with a theory because I think it was like the first time that they came face to face after Bray Wyatt's match with John Cena at WrestleMania, when Wyatt was looking for a new opponent, and after Strowman had won the Universal title at WrestleMania, and he was saying to Braun Strowman that he wanted to teach him a lesson in sharing, and he said he had something he wanted, and it's right there on his shoulder, obviously talking about the title. So I was thinking, this lesson in sharing, the thing that came to my mind was the Freebird rule when it comes to titles. And I know usually this is a tag team thing, like we've seen with the New Day, how there's 3 members of the team and they'll all take turns sharing the responsibility of defending the titles. 2 of them represent the titles at a time. And I was just thinking, what if Bray Wyatt is trying to do this with Braun Strowman and trying to make the Freebird thing like a single title? I mean, we've never seen it. I don't think we've seen it happen with a singles title. I don't remember it. But it could be that maybe, just maybe, Bray Wyatt wants it to happen with the singles titles, and maybe he's going to do something like defeat Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank and say to him, hey, listen, Braun, you can still be the Universal Champion, but the only catch is you got to share defending the title with me. And that would certainly be interesting. I mean, the only thing is, though, that Braun Strowman don't seem to be having any of it and want to do that, and wants to keep his past in his past where it is. And another thing is the fact that Braun Strowman is not going against The Fiend. He's just simply going against the Firefly Funhouse version of Bray Wyatt, which maybe seems to point to signs that Braun Strowman is going to retain against Bray Wyatt. But I have a feeling, with the whole black sheep thing and Bray Wyatt wanting Braun Strowman to rejoin the family and everything, I don't know, it just gives me a feeling that this is not the last that we're going to see of Bray Wyatt's attempts to try to make Braun Strowman rejoin him. And I mean, sadly, Strowman is the only other ex-Wyatt family member even still in WWE, because Harper was granted his release, as everyone knows, and he decided to join up with AEW. And Rowan, unfortunately, he was among a group of superstars that were cut from WWE as a result of, I guess it said online, budget stuff to do with the virus. And so my thoughts are, I'm wondering if some of these superstars are just going to wait this thing out, and when the virus is over, maybe they're going to come back to the company and re-sign new contracts. I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't know. They'd have to give Rowan a pretty good gimmick, though, because I mean, that last thing he had was kind of stupid. It wasn't as dreadful, I would say, as the whole Bray Wyatt putting makeup on and pretending to be Sister Abigail thing was, which I was glad that came to an end. I mean, obviously, it sucked that Bray Wyatt got sick, and I'm glad he got over it and got better. But, I mean, his sickness at that point in time was probably a blessing in disguise, because that's what allowed him to be able to drop that gimmick that was just stupid. And I mean, Rowan's last thing with the cage was kind of dumb too. I mean, they dragged it out for weeks upon weeks upon weeks for the final reveal, just to be this stupid, obviously fake looking spider in the cage that he had. And that was kind of almost as stupid as that whole thing when Emma was turning into Emelina, and then she came out finally and just announced she was going to be Emma again and didn't stay in with WWE long anyway. That was really stupid, but so anyway, I just wanted to put my thoughts out on that, and but I think Braun Strowman is going to retain, and I'm not sure about the other matches if I can say clearly who I think is going to win. I mean, the Money in the Bank match is unique, as they said, it's going to be in WWE headquarters. My odds-on favorite is possibly King Corbin to win. I mean, I honestly don't see them giving someone like Otis a push. And since Money in the Bank, I think, is no holds barred, I can see things going on like the possibility of Dolph Ziggler interfering to cause Otis to lose, and possibly Tucker, Otis's partner, coming back from wherever he's been, just chilling, waiting to be able to be used, I guess, coming back and trying to help Otis, but maybe it not working out in the end. But I mean, really, the one I could see maybe winning is King Corbin. I mean, it could be possible Rey Mysterio could win and have one more title run in him, but I tend to believe the rumors that maybe he is really getting close to retirement, and I think maybe when he does finally retire, he'll possibly take his mask off, and his son is training to be in there too, Dominic. So I just think maybe Corbin's the best pick. And when it comes to the women, I mean, Nia Jax is the obvious odds-on favorite to win and possibly get another shot at the title. And what's interesting is that there's a title match going on at the pay-per-view with Tamina and Bayley, and I think it'd be pretty cool if Tamina won. But how interesting would it be if Nia won the Money in the Bank and the two of them ended up going potentially in a match against each other? I mean, I don't know, but so that's my thoughts on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and I'm probably gonna get it on DVD. Like I've already pre-ordered WrestleMania because I mean, despite the fact that there's no audience still, they have talked about it in other videos and about the possibility of pretty soon getting audiences. And I seen a commercial for NASCAR coming back soon, and I mean the stores that have the aisles that are roped off, they've put the one-way things there, so it's given hope that they're going to open those aisles back up in the near future. So I'm hoping that this whole pandemic thing is getting ready to wind down and it's going to see its end pretty soon. Because I mean, we've been going on with this whole thing it's been since the middle of March, I think, is when we first started hearing about it here in the US. So we've been dealing with it for close to 2 months now, because we're getting close to the middle of May already. I mean, today is the 9th, and so we don't have long before we're into the middle of the month already. It's crazy. So, well, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video, and I think I'm going to sign off until the next one. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and opinions on Money in the Bank and some things with WWE, and it's fun posting videos, so I will be doing more in the future, and I will see you again in the next one. And like I said, I look forward to seeing these pay-per-views when they come out on DVD. And yeah, so yeah, just interesting stuff. And I've been a fan since the 90s and the Attitude Era, and I'm still a fan today. There was a huge chunk of time when I stopped watching for a few years, but like I said, I've pretty much, even though I wasn't watching, I was still a fan. I just stopped watching for a while, but I've been watching pretty much for at least the last few years now, and yeah, so like I said, until the next video, this is Rob B signing off. So good. See you then.